Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Spike.
On 1st and 10, Arnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Let's go. Pick it up, Pete.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Blue draw Corkers.
Operating from the gun, Arnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Delta.
51 to mine. 51 to mine.
Again.
From the gun, Arnold. Throw left side complete. It's Fernandez. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down. Henry. All you getting the headache. All you getting the headache.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Kill.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end fan. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Right.
1st down, Bridgewater. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down, Arnold. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
On 4th down, Arnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fernandez. And Down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Ryan Allen now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 43. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Arnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
You.
To throw again. Arnold. That's complete to Darboh. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off the play fake. Arnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Get out the field, defense. 51,
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Cybert on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be. Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 40's the mic. 40's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 40's mic. Here go.
From the 45 on second down. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Down. 50. Plant. Hey, exit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you. Check 37. Check 37. Shift. Shift.
Let's go.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Speak river. Speak river.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got Sanu. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
50 wants the mic. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Shift, watch the shift. Hatch it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Hard. Smooth. Now.
To throw on third down. Block. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And McManus able to put it through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
It's second down.
Back to throw. Arnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Fernandez. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4.
Get it.
On third down, Arnold. He's going to air one out. And got his man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got that one complete to Darbo. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
60 or.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Arnold. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
24 is the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Locke to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Here's Sanu on the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Locke now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Go, go.
Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
14. First down.
Ready.
Don't get nervous.
On first down, Arnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Arnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amara Darbo, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Hey, here we go. Alert flare, flare.
5.
To throw on 3rd down. Arnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Seibert's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Get it.
Clock now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 66 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2 minutes.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Check, 53's Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
53, Mike, 53.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's locked. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go, baby.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Locke going for it all. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton there to make the grab. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. From the gun, it's Locke. That's caught, and he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
Ready up.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Browns, first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Off play action. Arnold is going to let this one go. It's caught at the 10. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They run for it with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Clock now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The end result, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke. He's going to air one out, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This is the tight end fan. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
53 is the mic.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Letting one go deep for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Again, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Right here, right here.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke, Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. Third down here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Tight end's right.
Hey, 5.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jannard Avery getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mack Wilson. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my man good, but not too good. I give him too much.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else.